ridiculous.
And have you heard, you heard the entire album? No,
Yeah.
You heard like Nicki Minaj?
Uh-huh.
The way she sings?
Doctor, need you back home, baby. Doctor, where you at? Give me something. I need your love, I need your love, I need your loving. You got that kind of medicine that keep me coming.
The album, the big version, one album of electronic music, one album of songs.
For me, the challenge of that album, it was about, okay, can I surprise people? Because I'm like, okay, I'm a DJ. I'm not only a producer, so I have a responsibility to go forward and to think futuristic. That otherwise, I'm just another pop producer. Hopefully, people that are buying the album because of the big radio hit, they will also be touched by the electronic music. And also DJs that don't listen to radio are gonna buy the album for the crazy futuristic electronic beats, and maybe also they will be touched by a record with will.i.am, or because it's emotional and it's gonna touch their heart too.
The documentary that's the same name of the record, Nothing But the Beat. Great documentary that talks about the history of house music and also your career through it.
House music scene is not just, you know, exploding, it's taking over.
David Guetta is the king of.
Why did you make the documentary?
It was important for me not to forget the rest of my community, and I wanted to explain people where it's coming from. House music was born in America. It was the end of disco. Rock was becoming huge, and some black kids from the ghetto wanted to keep on playing disco records. So they would take B-sides and little pieces of disco records and sample it and program drum machines on the top. That was Chicago, that was New York, and
you think
there was
electronic
Detroit.
music, right? You think that, I think white kids in Europe. That's what I thought it was born from.
I know, this is why it's so funny, because America, you know.
It seems so Euro to us.
Exactly.
But it was popular in Europe first.
Exactly.
Gay black men in clubs.
Absolutely.
That's the nucleus.
This is where
and
it's
you
coming
worked at
from.
some of those clubs.
I was 17 and the only job I could find was in a gay club. And then I started to research what's going on in the gay clubs in America, in England. And I heard about house music.
I don't know much about this world. I heard this record from Skrillex.
Yeah, Skrillex, man.
Dude, this kid had, he had, not only was his production great, but he had the song, it reminded me of like rock. It was, blew my face away.
Exactly in the same way that I'm kind of mixing electronic beats and hip hop influences, is doing this with rock. Is creating the new rock.
Show me a little bit about the process. How much work do you do on your laptop?
Most of it.
Well, you have multiple tracks. There's 20 plus tracks,
Exactly.
and you literally are
what
just laying things down.
I would lay down lots of
what
ideas.
do you start with? A beat
you
and
know?
a beat?
If I want this to be in the front, then I want the bass to be discrete. So I use this one, and I put, and this leaves a lot of space. This is really technical what I'm saying right now. Is that okay?
That's great.
Okay, so
I
then.
mean, none of this will ever see the light of day on TV, but it's great. I'm kidding. Where's your head at right now? And you're still on the road as a DJ. It sounds like maybe you're focusing a little bit more on the DJ thing right now than the producing.
Right now, I just want to DJ. You know.
How many days do you DJ in a year?
In the moment, every day. My inspiration comes actually mostly from the smaller gigs, and that's why I keep on going to clubs that are more underground, where I can, you know, try new music and try and see how they react, and I love this.
What's interesting about house music, and if you go and see a DJ that you love, is the physical and emotional journey that you go on during that DJ set. If you really love music, nothing can pull at your heart and soul. If you love music and you shut your eyes and this DJ moves you, that experience is a deeper experience than seeing any conventional band.
Dance music is emotional, but it's also very physical. And physical comes with frequencies. So the main thing is gonna make you dance is this kick. Okay, so this kick is here. Okay, the bass is here, from here to here. Right? Now, have another sound that we need to put here. Okay?
Right.
So this is really technical. It's funny.
You're building it, right? You're layering it.
Okay, so now it goes from here to here to here.
Right.
And now we need the highs
Right.
for it to be balanced, you know? And it's this. See, so now we have a full spectrum.
Okay.
So physically, we're good. We can dance.
Right.
Most of the DJs, all they want to play is this.
Right.
Because they're not trying to go emotional.
Where do you go for that emotion?
I want to go emotional. I want this, but also emotional.
Right.
And
How do you get that?
emotional comes with chords and melodies and vocals. And this is actually, for me, the hardest part.
We're gonna wrap it up. I mean,
I think that was too technical, but
au revoir, monsieur.
hey,
Mr. David Guetta.
I think you're crazy because the first time I speak about music like this with any journalist.
That's what we do, brother.
That's great.
That's what we
I
do
know.
here. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you
man.
so much.
Safe travels.
That was really nice.
Great.
But